The LifeVision strategy, what is it and how can it help a contractor to grow their business? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So the LifeVision strategy works well together with the place marker strategy. If you haven't seen that video, go and watch that next. But both these strategies complement each other. With the LifeVision strategy, this is about setting a future vision for where you want to go, both in your personal life and where you want your business to go. You might have heard me say in other videos that your business should be used as a vehicle to help you get where you want to go in your personal life. So that's what it's all about. So let's talk about an example of how this has been used by other people. So back in the 15th century, the Spanish Empire were hungry for more land. The only way for them to get that was either go to war with other nations like England and France, or they could go off and try to discover new lands and set up new trading routes to sell through. So around the same time, a young Italian, you might have heard of him, called Christopher Columbus, he wanted to go off sailing, but he couldn't afford the trip. So somehow he got to meet the Spanish royal family and they decided to finance his trip. And as the story goes, that his job was actually to sail from Spain to India and set up a trading route between the two countries. But he wasn't a very good sailor because he ended up sailing in the complete opposite direction. And then, as we know, he discovered America. But none of this would have happened if Spain didn't have that vision for what they wanted. And this is also true for your own business. This strategy starts out by asking the question, where do you want to go? It starts by creating a vision for your life. And as the business owner, what you want your life to look like 10 years into the future. When you've got that vision for your own life, you can then translate it across to your business. What would your business need to look like for your personal life to meet that vision? Your business is just a vehicle for what you want your life to be. So this strategy is about using your business as that vehicle to take you to the future version of yourself. So you start out with a vision for your life, you translate that to your business, and then you work backwards to the present day to plot out what milestones and steps you need to take to reach that end goal. So let's look at this specifically for a contractor. So imagine yourself 10 years in the future. What does your ideal life look like? Now, if you think back 10 or 20 years into your past, your life is probably really different back then to how it is now. I know that mine is. So don't be afraid to dream big. Anything is possible if you've got enough time to make it happen. But paint that picture of what your life looks like in all areas. So what does your family life look like? If you're single now, are you married in the future? Have you got kids? What does your house look like? Is it in the same area that you live now? Is it some other place? Is it even in the same country? What do you do every day? How do you spend your time in this ideal future version of yourself? How much money do you have in the bank? How much income do you have? Now let me talk through an example. Let's imagine you'd like to build your own house out in the countryside somewhere. Get some kind of idea how that would look. Would you have neighbors? Would it be in a small village? Or would it be miles from anywhere? Now we shift this over to the business. What does your business need to look like so you can live that lifestyle? So for example, if you think it will cost you $700,000 to build your future home, what would your salary need to be from your business to be able to afford that on a mortgage, including your other living expenses? How would your business be able to run if you were working from home every day? How big and how many staff would your business need to employ for it to generate the income that you need in your personal life? What would you need in place for you to be able to work from home every day without your business being affected? Perhaps one of your future visions was to spend 3 months every year touring the Amazon rainforest. So what would your business need to look like for you to do that? When you know what your business needs to look like, now you have a vision for both your personal life and for your business. Now it's just a case of breaking that down into chunks until you get back to the present day. So to think of an example, let's say your business needs to have 5 million in revenue in 10 years from now, and it's currently at 500,000. That's quite achievable if you use the right strategies. But let's look at how you might create those steps up to that future vision. So you start out with this year 10 vision of 5 million in revenue. And let's jump to halfway along that timeline to year 5. And we say the revenue is a little under halfway there. So let's say at year 5, the revenue is 2 million. And then let's break it down again, almost in half again, and go to year 3. What does it look like in year 3? What if we said the revenue figure was half of year 5 at, say, 1 million revenue? And so if our business is currently at 500,000 revenue, then perhaps our year 1 revenue could be 650,000. That seems quite reasonable. So we want to break that into quarters. How much extra would you need to generate to hit your new target? So to hit that 1 year target, you need to average an extra 40,000 in sales every 3 months. Now that you've got this target in place, you'll set a number of strategies to help you achieve that extra 40,000 every quarter. And also those longer term strategies that will help you reach those bigger targets that you've set. And that's how you reach a 10-year vision through the LifeVision strategy.